Hello everyone. This is lecture number 1 on probability distributions. Okay, so let us understand a few concepts before we start with the exact thing over here. Now, the first and foremost thing that we need to understand over here is discrete random variable and continuous random variable. Okay, so let me note down random variable. So it can be discrete or continuous, right? Now, let us first understand what is a random variable. Random variable is a variable which is assigned to anything, okay, while solving problems. It can be number of students in the class, it can be height of a student, it can be salary of a particular employee, right? So these are random variables. So these are categorized into two parts, that is discrete random variable and continuous random variable. Okay. Now, what is a discrete random variable? Discrete random variable is a random variable which can be counted. Okay, but then continuous random variable is a random variable which can be measured. Okay, discrete random variable, some examples I will give you, like number of floors in a particular building, number of students in a class. But then continuous random variable cannot be counted, it can be measured. So height of a student, weight of a student. Okay, so these are continuous random variables. Now discrete random variables, they are generally, they take up integer values. Continuous random variable, they don't take up integer values. Okay, integer as well as some other values, decimal values as well, I'm sorry. Yeah, so discrete random variable is one more thing, it is unitless. But then continuous random variable has units: kilograms, kilometer per hour, milliliter, so on and so forth. These are units, right? Units of measurement, to be precise. Okay, so we'll start with uh, some problems based on discrete and continuous random variables. So discrete and continuous random variables. So the first problem that I'm going to take right now, it is in the miscellaneous exercise of your government textbook. Okay, miscellaneous exercise of your government textbook, and it is on page number 155. It is on page number 155 of your government textbook. Part 1, question number 1, sub question 1. Part 1, question number 1, sub question 1. The main question over here is identify the random variable as continuous or discrete in each of the following. Okay, identify its range if it is discrete. Okay, so first one, an economist is interested in knowing the number of unemployed graduates in the town with a population of 1 lakh. Okay, so number of unemployed graduates in a town of, with a population of 1 lakh. So there are 1 lakh persons or people in a certain town, and the number of graduates will go on counting, right? There is one graduate, there is one unemployed graduate, two unemployed graduates, three unemployed graduates, so on and so forth. So we'll count it, right? So this one is a discrete random variable, right? And the range, there can be zero unemployed graduates, there can be one unemployed graduates, two, so on and so forth, till the entire population can be unemployed graduates, right? So this is the range, 0 to 1 lakh. So the first problem is over. Let us go to the second problem. Right? Amount of syrup prescribed by a physician. Second one is a continuous random variable. Continuous random variable because the amount of syrup, basically it is in milliliters, that a physician or a doctor prescribes. So it is measured, it is not counted. Third one, a person on a high protein diet is interested in the weight gained in a particular week. Okay, so the amount of weight gained, it can be measured. So it is a continuous random variable. Fine. Fourth one. Now fourth one is a bit tricky over here. 12 out of 20 white rats available for an experiment are male. Okay, so I'll take a new slide. So there are 20 rats, 20 rats. Okay, and out of this 20, 12 are male. So obviously female rats will be 8. Female rats will be 8. Okay, a scientist randomly selects 5 rats. A scientist randomly selects 5 rats. So 5 rats are selected. Okay, so n is equal to 5, and he's trying to count the number of female rats. So counting is applicable over here. So he's counting the number of female rats. So it's a discrete random variable. But then when it is discrete random variable, we also have to mention the range. So he's selecting only 5 rats. So out of 5, there can be 0 female rats, 1 female rat, 2, 3, or 5 female rats. So this is the range because he's only taking into consideration 5. He's not taking into consideration 20. He's taking into consideration only 5. So the range is the number of female rats out of 5. So there can be 0 female rats, 1 female rat, 2 female rats, 3, 4, and 5. Right? Okay. Next question. Question number 5. Just a second. A highway safety group is interested in the speed. So speed is generally measured. So it is a continuous random variable. Continuous random variable. Okay. And unit is also given over there. So it's definitely a continuous random variable. Right? So we'll search out for some more problems from the MCQs if it is there. Let me just check for discrete and continuous random variable. These are simple 1-mark problems. Okay, so just a second. I'm just checking out all the MCQs. Yeah, so go to page number 154. Fill in the blanks. Question number 1. Fill in the blanks. Question number 1. The values of discrete random variable are generally obtained by counting. Okay, and question number 2, in the fill in the blanks, the values of continuous random variables are generally obtained by measuring. Generally obtained by measuring. Okay, then let us search out for some more. Okay, so I think in the objectives only these 2 questions were with regards to the basic part, that is identification of discrete and continuous random variable. Okay, now in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with discrete random variable in a greater detail, I should say. Okay, thank you.